Welcome to the Ishmael Secondary School March Coffee Morning. We have some guests today to speak with us, as well as myself and Kevin, and they are our two school counsellors, Casey Nolan and Brian Cheshire, and we also have school nurse, Lisa Duda.
Hi, I'm Kevin Curran, the Vice Principal of Secondary, and I'm here to give you an update on the MAP testing. MAP, Measures of Academic Progress, testing was scheduled for March, but we decided to move it back to May. The reason for this is to get a better picture of the students' progress that they've made throughout the school year, thus giving more time to identify that progress. So the time frame will be in May, and you'll get more information on this in the future.
Obviously, with all the conversation on sleep and the effect on health and academic performance for our students, I asked parents to read the following articles on later school start times. The purpose of this is to begin some discussions on ways in which we can try and support secondary students in their studies. Lisa and Brian have offered some valuable information on the importance of sleep and healthy eating and stress reduction, and changing the start of the school day is potentially another. We would like to begin to gather some opinion on what you see as the challenges we may face in doing this, but also the ways in which you think we, as parents and teachers, can better support the health, well-being of the secondary students. The discussion starters will help us formulate more tangible ways to approach these issues.
Hi, I'm Lisa, one of the nurses from the clinic. Today I'll be talking about sleep and breakfast. The importance of sleep has been mentioned time and again in scientific research. Getting enough sleep and eating a healthy breakfast is essential for school students to achieve their full potential, physically, mentally and socially. During their teenage years, the bodies and minds are developing and dynamic. They're constantly acquiring new information, and the chance for their brains to rest during sleep is paramount. Enables the brain to assimilate what was learned during the day. Sleep deprivation has been shown to have huge effects on learning. The negative effects are various: physical, reduced immunity leading to more illness. They also get hungry and have weight gain. The mental effects are that the brain's reduced ability to concentrate and assimilate new information, and it reduces their ability to make decisions, solve problems, and also their ability to memorize what they've learned. So this actually leads to lower test scores. Socially, they might have more mood swings, trouble getting on with others, and lack of motivation. They might be more inclined to have anxiety and feel sad and suffer depression. So teenagers between the ages of 13 and 18 actually need 9 hours sleep a night. Now, the importance of breakfast has similar effects to sleeping. Research shows that children who skip breakfast are more likely to snack mid-morning as their sugar levels hit a low. They'll crave a quick fix and probably eat the wrong thing. They have trouble focusing and concentrating in class, have delayed cognition, less memory for learning new information. They're also going to get mood swings and problematic behavior in class, have trouble getting along with others. They might have less energy for sport and exercise during the day as their blood sugar is low. So fitness levels are affected and weight gain is possible. So the conclusion is, our students need adequate sleep and a healthy diet, especially breakfast, leading to better academic performance. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Brian Cheshire, Secondary Counselor at Ishmael. Good day, parents. One of the topics from our most recent coffee talks was study tips. Exams are approaching. It's important to know some tips about how to help your child prepare for exams. Some key aspects are sleeping and eating, stress, self-awareness, and study skills. Before I begin, I would like to remind you that we need to remember that we're looking at students through adult eyes. And it's important to realize that they are often seeing things for the first time. So they really might not know what we expect them to know. Here are 4 general points on how to help your child. Firstly, being honest about their skills can help you realize how you can help them. An easy way to help is to check on them regularly. Making sure they haven't fallen asleep or started chatting online. But don't just look in on them. Get engaged. Briefly ask them to explain the topic they are studying to you. There is always a fine line with teenagers and their moodiness, but there is also a similar line between encouragement and pressure. Finally, realize that your child needs time to relax. Ishmik students shouldn't be overloading their schedules too much with one activity. Sleep management is a key. Sleep is vital to the developing brain and the body of a teenager, as breathing. Also, their sleep patterns change. Their bodies go to sleep later at night and tend to wake up later in the morning. Many schools are adjusting their start times to accommodate. Teens need about 9.25 hours of sleep each night to function best. For some, 8.5 is enough. Most teens do not get enough sleep. One study found that only 15% reported sleeping 8.5 hours on school nights. An informal Ishmik study, many high schoolers, especially grades 10 through 12, are only getting 6 hours of sleep. 3 hours each night is a large deficit to deal with. Moving on, I would like to highlight the importance of teen stress. But first, how stressed are you? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very stressed, how stressed are you? Most teens do not have the skills to cope with stress. Please watch and follow along with the 1-minute meditation video. Stress is neutral. It is a person's perception of the event that determines their response. You can't tell another person to view stress as positive. Stress is positive when the person feels stimulated and able to manage the situation. This positive response prepares the body for action and activates the higher thinking centers of the brain. A positive response to stress can provide the energy to handle emergencies, meet challenges, and excel. Stress is negative when a person feels threatened and not in control of the situation. These feelings instigate a powerful reaction, affecting both the brain and the body in ways that can be destructive to physical and mental health. Take 2 minutes and brainstorm what you feel causes teen stress. The following are some of the main causes of stress in teens: social problems, too much to do, too fast or too slow development, family problems such as pressure, abuse, alcohol, also relationships with friends, having boyfriend or girlfriend, not achieving something that you really wanted to. Money problems are also a stressor. A few points to remember about teen stress are that negative stress impedes learning, memory, and performance. The benefits of a calm mind and body, relaxation and exercise, help your child manage their time and activities, especially during exam time. Although we expect them to know these things, they may not have learned them yet. Self-awareness. Middle school and definitely high school students should understand that they are responsible for their academics. They should be personally accountable for expressing what they know and what they don't know. They need to know that communication is the key and that they must ask questions to fill in the knowledge gaps. As exam preparation approaches, teachers in each subject will be discussing and teaching subject-specific study skills. Some general skills are as follows. Simply reading notes does not help. Making and using flashcards, hard copy or online, such as Quizlet.com. Drawing a mind map, either hard copy or online, at bubble.us. The importance of testing themselves and classmates. They should consider group or paired studying as well. How-tos. Students should know these how-tos. Use a checklist, how to deal with new vocabulary, edit their own work, how to read texts for information, interpret graphics for information as well. Finally, students need a positive study environment, not only during exam time, but all the time. They should have a quiet and bright space that is free of stressful clutter. They should shut off all electronic gadgets that they are not using for study purposes. If using their computer, they should turn off all alerts, whether from Facebook, emails, Skype, etc. Students do not only need a healthy environment, they also need to be healthy. They should eat 3 healthy meals a day and should have a healthy snack or 2. They should take regular breaks, study for 20 or 30 minutes, and then take a 2 or 5 minute break. During breaks, they should stretch, get a snack, meditate, etc. You should refrain from giving your child too much juice or soda and keep filling them full of water. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, help your child manage their time and prioritize. What is the exam schedule? Is it hanging where all can see? How much time is needed for each subject? Which subject deserves more time and attention? As I said before, formal exams are approaching. The important tips that have been mentioned can help you to help your child prepare for exams. Again, the key aspects are sleeping and eating, stress, self-awareness, and study skills. Thank you very much. I hope this helps.
My name is Casey Nolan Jackson, and I am the college and university counselor at ISHMC. What you might not know about ISHMC is that 300 universities from around the world come to visit us every year. In turn, our Year 12s this year have applied to universities in Australia, India, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Hong Kong, Japan, Taiwan, Korea, Canada, the USA, Scotland, England, France, Switzerland, and the Netherlands. It is quite a titanic task to manage all the processes that are unique in every country. Every student's experience is also unique. I'm going to try and consolidate for you 7 of the most important issues. Please remember that the experience your student has might be very different from his or her friends. Number 1, geography. Nothing carelessly consumes more energy than not knowing the geography of your ideal or possible college destination. Please have discussions with your students about preferred locations. Please try to avoid adding completely new locations at the very last minute. Number 2, finances. Bachelor's degrees come at many price points. Please have discussions with your students about what is possible and what conditions might impact your budget for a tertiary degree. Number 3, official documents. Collecting your official documents is very important. Your official transcripts, certificates, exams, results from other schools take time to collect. If you return to your home country over the summer, please be sure to collect any official transcripts necessary for your application. Number 4, testing. Universities use different testing metrics. IB, SAT, TOEFL, and IELTS are the most common. TOEFLs and IELTS can be very useful in the process, and usually our students do pretty well on them without much preparation. The SAT is used in the USA as well as other countries. Nothing, however, is as important as your IB. Number 5, recommendations. Great references can make an enormous difference in the application process. To ensure a great reference, students should fill out the questionnaire, write their resume, understanding their skills and abilities. They should talk to their referee about their plans, and they should contribute to the school community. Number 6, essays, personal statements, and supplements. This is the best part of the university process. When given time, a student develops a much better understanding of who they are, what they have done, why they do what they do, and why they are headed in the direction they are going. Number 7, focus. Opportunities are directly proportional to focus. The application process is like any major life decision. It starts with awareness, it continues through a research and consultation phase. Next, it moves into an exploration of the process, followed by preparation, identifying the timeline, the targets, and the team that will help you get where you are going. Finally, it ends with the execution stage, collecting the documents, writing the essays, following up with your support team. A student can start their university process at any time, when they are in year 6 or when they have 6 months to go in year 12. The more time you give the process to evolve and adjust, the more successful the experience will be for everybody. Thank you.
We begin to think about ways in which we can help students bridge their matriculation from one grade level to the next. The summer holiday is a long one, and providing students with some helpful preparatory work, such as a reading list, some student goals driven by the data gathered from the MAP tests, and perhaps some helpful websites to help with preparation for specific classes studied in the coming year. The work is not meant to add stress, but to keep students' minds engaged and to help them make the gap from June to August more manageable.